The last video I shot was a beginning of something new on my channel where I took it upon myself to teach you guys how to clean and prepare datasets using Microsoft Excel. So that video was targeted to beginners and to anyone trying to brush up their skills on data cleaning with Microsoft Excel. I'm going to be honest with you guys, that video subjectively did well, and it is the start of the data cleaning series. So with the outcome of that video, I have deemed it again and to be like, I'm going to continue this series because I was happy with the response I got from the last video. So in the last video, I actually just touched the basic techniques rather that we use to clean data sets in Microsoft Excel. So I just touched the likes of the replace, the trim function, the if error, the checking for duplicate. So if you have not watched that video, I would be linking that video in the description, okay, and I will also be linking it up here or either here or here, so you can just check it out. Now that video is the first thing you have to watch. Then this video for today is like a continuation of the previous video. So in this video, we are going to be actually analyzing a data set. Now, this is not really a very huge data set or a very large data set. I think if I'm to recall, this is a data set that has like almost 10 columns, okay, and maybe 40 to 50 rows or observations. So it's not really a big data set, it's actually a small data set. But like I said in the past video, we are going to be taking this a step at a time. We are going to be analyzing a bigger data set as time comes over. So if you like this idea of me teaching you how to clean data set and this is your first time on this channel, please don't forget to like this video, watch the previous video, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. I have a lot of content regarding statistics, data analysis, and statistical analysis in general. So the data sets that I will be cleaning today, I'll be linking the data set in the comment section. It's something I found on the internet, and it's a data set that I feel like it's going to like help us and make us understand data cleaning properly. So we might be using all of the things we mentioned in the last video in this new video. So that being said, let's get into Microsoft Excel and start cleaning or preparing this data set of ours. So this is basically the data set that we are going to be using to learn how to clean data. Okay, so the first step to data cleaning is to replicate the messy data that is given to you. The reason why we do this, well, it's subjective, as some analysts or some scholars feel like it's better to replicate it in case you want to make reference to it or you need to get something back. So like that's the reason why we replicate it. So I'm going to replicate this by just saying right click here. Okay, so I can copy this. So I just copy, create a copy. Okay, and that's just the right here. So that's it. So I have the messy data right here again. So after doing that, so the next thing is for us to dive in properly into this data set and start cleaning it. So first thing first, let's try to have a general overview of what our data set looks like. So we can see that we have these, like that's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. We have a total of 8 columns, or a total of 8 variables, or we can say yes, 8 variables rather. And then we can scroll down, we can see that we have 33 or 32 rows or observations. So basically we can see that this first line here, or this first column of data is empty, so it should be gone. So the first step is for us to remove this by deleting it. And immediately you notice that this whole thing, it moves to the left. Now that's the first step. Now the next step is for us to try to make sure that the rows, or the cells rather, are actually well fit. You can see that the height of the cells is not really balanced. It's not uniform. It's not equal. You can see that this has this height. The height here is, it's just like very wide. The height here is it's different. The width and the height of the rows, or of the cells rather, are totally a bit different. Oh, that reminds me, we also have one unnecessary spacing right here, so we can also delete this. Okay, that's fantastic. So let's try to fit the cells width and height. So I can select all of this, so you can press Ctrl Shift down. Okay, then you come right to format, auto fits column U, column width rather. So that works on the width. Then it's time for us to fix the height. Okay, so we come right here, also fit row height. As you can see, our data set is looking a bit, what's what I'm looking for, it's looking more presentable right now because we've been able to fix the width of the cells, and we've also been able to fix the height of the cells, right? So that's that about that. So the next thing, and you also notice that the values that were, you know, star, like the dates, and I think something about the revenue, like they were star at the beginning, like something like this. All right, so this right here and this, all of this, they've been, you know, they've been fixed. So that means we're good to go. So the next step is for us to take a look at each of the variables. So the date is fine, very okay, there's really nothing to do, although you might want to, like, you know, probably format it the best way you can, or in any way you can, which is fine, but I think I would just prefer to keep it as a short date. Exactly, yeah. So let me just take this to the left. No, let's just take it back. Yeah, exactly. So regarding the date format, just pick what suits you, and that's good to go. So the next is for us to, I would like this client to be a proper case, meaning or in lowercase. I am not happy with the fact that all of those values are in uppercasing, but before then I would like to remove everything in the brackets, this, you know, the whole of this, okay, this. Now I can as well do this by just manually removing it because I have a very small data set, but when you find yourself working with a very huge or large data set, you won't, or you can't obviously manually work on this. So to do this, you select the cell, okay, then you come to find and select, then you come to replace, and then all you have to do is to open a bracket, okay, you use a star and you close the bracket. Now you won't put anything here. It simply means that you're telling Excel to take anything that has brackets and then replace it with nothing, okay. Then if you click on replace all, it tells you that, oh, we've done, or we've made 31 replacements, and as simple as that, okay. So look at how beautiful it is right now. So that's just it. So thank you, you can go. Now, like I said earlier on, it's based on preference. You can decide to keep this client's name this way as an uppercase, or you can decide to, like, just, you know, make it lowercase or something. So let me just make it proper casing. So let's insert a new no, excuse me, let's insert a new one here. Exactly, thank you. So let's call this client's name. So equals to I want to use the proper, yeah, okay. So I use the proper function, I click on this and I click on enter, and immediately you've noticed that it has changed this from this down to this. So that means all of the first letter that starts a new sentence in code is capitalized. So then we can drag this down. You can either drag this down like this to autofill it, or you can double tap this when this arrow shows up, and double tap and it also shows up. So now I want to delete this, like I really don't need this. So if I click on delete, you notice that it affects the values here automatically. So that's because the values we have here is working with reference to the formula we did based on each of the cells. So this is what we call a reference cell. So this is a reference cell because it is making reference to what is here. So what we have to do right now is to copy this and then we paste it as values, okay. So that way, exactly, so that way we've pasted the values rather, but we are not pasting the formula. So we are trying to remove the referencing property of that thing. So we can delete this and you see that nothing happens, okay. So that's fantastic. Now let's come to the next row, okay, or the next column rather, and we can see that we have some casing issues here. At the same time, we also have some unnecessary spacing. You know, there are spaces right here and all of this thing. So let's create another okay, so we call this the contact, okay, yeah, contact, All right, so right here we want to remove the spaces, and to remove our spaces right here we are going to be using what we call the trim function. So that's going to be equals to TIRM now, and then you double tap on this and you click on enter, and you see it has removed all of the spaces. In fact, I'm supposed to do this for these two, but you know, let's just keep it like this. I can do this manually. All right, so let's take this to the left. Should it be to the left or right? Anyone is fine. Okay, let's keep like this. Okay. All right, so we can double tap on this and it removes all of the spacing. Okay, now we notice that we still have this casing issues. You know, there's capitalization, there is not non-capitalization, like everything is in lowercase, and I just want to like keep everything in a proper case. So let me Ctrl Z this. It is possible for you to combine two Excel formulas together, although I will still talk about this in later videos, but it makes sense. It's very possible for you to combine two Excel formulas together. So basically what we have to do, or we're going to be doing is let me take this back. Okay, now I can say proper, okay, is equals to, is equals to proper. So that's first, then trim, then B2. So that means I'm telling Excel to not only trim this cell but also apply a proper casing to it. So click on enter. Oh yeah, I should have. So Excel is telling me to correct it. Okay, so this is it. I'm supposed to, okay, yeah, I'm supposed to put the bracket exactly. So you see, it has not only removed the spacing, but it has also proper cased it. So you double tap on this and voila, we have everything we need to have. So basically I can copy this, I copy the whole of this and then I paste it as values. Paste as values. That's okay, sorry, I've not done that. And I paste this as values. Exactly, fantastic. Then I can delete this and everything that has to do with it. Yeah, exactly. So we are left with this. So let's come to the department. I think the department is cool. I don't know if we need to remove the underscore sign here, but I think it's okay, it's nice, and there is really no need for us to touch anything right here. Although if you need to, you know, remove it, you can obviously remove it with the replace function. Okay, all you have to do is to come right here, find and select replace, and then you locate your underscore. Or is this the sign for underscore? Yeah, and you replace it with, okay, click on replace all, and you notice that it has removed all of the underscore. So we have something like this. I don't think this is how it's supposed to be, so I will Ctrl Z this. And this is why whenever you're doing your data cleaning or preparation, you still have to like contact or go back to the person that gives you the data set to let you know what you have to do in some certain scenario. So if the underscore is needed, you keep it. If it's not needed, you remove it. As simple as that. Now the next is the payment, and under this payment I feel everything is nice, everything is okay. We really don't have anything to worry about right here. Everything is well spelled. So the only thing is that we have missing values. So in this case we have to work on the missing values. Now handling missing values when preparing your data set is subjective. There are times whereby you might have to delete the rows that have the missing values, or the columns that, the rows rather, not, you can't delete the whole column, you know. So depends. So handling missing value is subjective. Sometimes you might have to just put a sign to let whoever is working know that there's a missing value right here and something. So in this case I won't be deleting anything. Okay, so I would just be trying to put like a signage that, you know what, there is a missing value here, so tread carefully or something. And the only way I can do that is to put what we call NA, meaning non-apparent. Now this is a very small data set. I can just type NA here, you know, and just keep going. I can type, oh excuse me, I can type NA and all of those stuff, but now I don't want to do that right now. So I can select all of this, then I come to find and replace, go to special, I tell it to locate the blanks, okay, and then I click on OK, and Excel automatically locates all of those blanks for me and tells me these are the blanks. So all I have to do is to come right here, make sure that the cells are still highlighted, okay, then I write NA, then I click on Control Enter, and automatically you will notice that Microsoft Excel has automatically filled all of the blank spaces with non-appearance. Now you'll notice that this changed from div, meaning from not being divisible, to values. This is still an error message, okay, which I'm going to work on in seconds. Just give me a second. Now let's check the revenue. The revenue is cool, nothing we have to do right here, and the profit is also cool. And then to this part rather, I don't want to have this value. I really don't want to have it. You notice that the profit margin is just the profit divided by the revenue, nothing really spectacular. Now the reason why we have a value here, or we initially had divs, because so this is 0 initially, like there's nothing here. So 779 divided by 0 is undefined, because in mathematics you can't divide by 0. So that's why it's writing div, meaning you can't divide by 0. So now that I've changed this to NA, it means that there needs to be a value right here, meaning it needs to be a numerical value right here. So this error message is because there is no numerical value right here, because the reference formula is that you're supposed to be dividing a number and a number, but now I'm having a letter here, so it's telling me that it cannot divide a number and a letter. So there are several types of error message in Excel, which I will still come back and talk about in later videos, but for now let's just do the data preparation and cleaning that we have to do. So just in summary, the div we had initially was because there was 0 here and Excel could not divide, so it's telling us it cannot divide by 0. Now the error we are having here is because we're having a letter here instead of a number, and that is why. So I want to remove this error, and I want it to be empty. I really don't want anything to be here. So all I have to do is I come back to profit margin, I write something here, profit margin, give me a second. All right, so exactly, and then I would be making use of the if error. Okay, yeah, exactly. Now, okay, so I click on this. So what error value? So I'll just probably say nothing, like don't put anything there, just put your comma, your quote sign, and it's nothing. So enter. So it simply means that if you see a value here, repeat the value. If you don't see a value, or you see an error values, just don't put anything right there. So when I double click on it, you see, and I can change this to percentage, okay, exactly, 1 decimal place. You click on this, okay, exactly, yeah, so 1 decimal place. So that means if you notice, I didn't put any value here, okay. So, and this is just it. You've cleaned this data set, you've prepared this data set, and we are good to go. So you can delete this aspect, okay. So let's copy this and then let's paste as values, and then this can go exactly. So and that's that about that. So this is your data set being cleaned. Then you can select all of these and probably add a table, which is Control T, exactly. Or there is a way to insert a table, exactly, right here. You come to insert, and yeah, exactly, and okay, and Excel automatically helps you to format this table by using some very nice coloring and all of those stuff. Then you can change this to this, or you change this to that, just whatever suits you. Just pick what makes you happy, and we are good to go. And basically then you can be able to start your proper analysis, which is going to be another video entirely. But we've cleaned this data set, and we've moved from here down to here, and that is such a beautiful site. So this is how you can prepare and clean a very simple data set using Microsoft Excel. If you learned something new from this video and you enjoyed this video, please don't hesitate to give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe to this YouTube channel. Do you have some questions for me, or you feel like I missed something? Please go down to the comment section and drop your questions. I would be willing and ready to attend to all of them. Please don't forget to share these videos with your colleague, your friends, or anyone in the data space that is trying to learn how to clean data sets with Microsoft Excel. So if you want to learn how to analyze a data set like a data analyst as a beginner, I have a video right here that I'll be linking. You can actually check that out, and I also have a playlist that can aid your statistics as a beginner data analyst, or anyone that just wants to learn the required statistics for data analysis. I also have a playlist right here that I'll be linking. Thanks for making it to the end of this video, and we look forward to the next video in the data cleaning series. So bye for now.